to Mighty Cast, or Cast. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to be doing 2 hours or so of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. So let's jump into what happened last time. Mr. Hank, would you like to tell us what happened last time?
So we got back from the forest after rescuing the children from the hag. We had Bartholomew?
Thaddeus?
No. Thaddeus. Sorry. Had Thaddeus in tow with us. We went back to Thaddeus's house to kind of reconvene. And then we decided from there that we needed to get into his office to try to find some more info for Nicolette. And we decided after a long debate that Dash was going to be the one to go in. And so I was sent with a ring of spell storing that had 1 use of Dimension Door. And I had Alter Self on at first. Yeah. So I looked
I think 2 uses of Alter Self and 1 use of Dimension Door, or 1 and 1?
Was it Disguise Self? Is that what it was?
Regardless,
whichever.
He's padding so he doesn't get to his mistake.
Yeah.
No, I'm going super fast with this, actually. Calm yourself. So got in, found something hidden in the bottom of what's his name's office.
Barrick.
The Barrick.
Barrick's office.
Lord.
Yes. I saw him or someone talking with a hag down there, and then set off a rune that closed the trapdoor off, and I wasn't able to get back out. So I used Dimension Door and wound up in the bathroom that I had previously been in when we had been there a couple nights before when I got caught. And there was a cook in there, and Dash made the decision to kill the cook. So now he has to get out.
Yes.
With the rapier in the bathroom. It was Dash with the rapier in the bathroom.
Yes.
And also, I'd like to point out that I just
Used
minutes
Pass Without
before
Trace. Yep.
had used it, so it's still active.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, as you're coming in to the scene, as you feel the adrenaline kind of leave your body, you're holding your rapier, kind of blood drenching or blood coming off the very tip of it. As you look in front of you, the kind of fallen corpse of this chef, this cook that you saw before, motionless, lifeless eyes, blood spurting out of his neck until it eventually just kind of all seeps out around him. What do you do?
I quickly think about what I've seen recently, and I take the cook's hand, dip it in his own blood, the finger, and write hag on the ground.
Okay. I would like you to roll a percentile dice for me.
Fantastic.
Oh no, okay.
Shouldn't he just roll calligraphy or something like that?
85.
All right, you lucky bastard. You take the time to sketch out the letters. Takes you maybe to get enough blood on the finger and kind of keep going back to from the floor to the wall, maybe 15 minutes or so. And at that time, luckily, no one's coming looking for the cook. At this point, I would say you're about 20 minutes into your spell.
Cool.
And in the bathroom.
All right. I'm going to listen at the door once I finish that and see if I hear anything outside the door.
Perception.
19.
19. Okay. You hear shuffling back and forth. This is a pretty busy hallway since it's connected to the kitchen. And right about now, they're probably getting ready for the lunch meal for everyone in the castle. So you hear some hustle and bustle.
Any other way out of the bathroom?
No, just the front door.
I'm going to try to see if I can stealth out and
Sure.
move out with the crowd or something.
Yep. So as I'll say you pop open the door, you see if there's anyone coming. Go and make a stealth.
Good lord. 37.
37. Do one more percentile die roll.
92.
92. You see as you're coming out from the kitchen, you see two serving maids pop out kind of simultaneously. One of them luckily drops one of the plates, and they're involved in trying to actually clean it up and don't notice you along the wall.
Okay.
As they are finishing cleaning up, what would you like to do?
Scooting past them.
Okay. You scoot past them. Are you going to the same window that you went before to leave the grounds? Or are you going out? Yep. So from, we'll say we have the bathroom. From that door to the right, you're going to see the actual window that you used before to get out. And then to the left, you're going to see the entrance to kind of the Great Hall.
Window to get out.
Okay. Yeah, I would say with that 37, you're able to sneak past them. Window's not locked. You're able to boost it open a bit and then jump out the window, and you're now in the grounds.
Any bushes, any kind of cover around?
There's a few bushes here and there. I would say you could probably, it would be another stealth check, but you could probably get to the gate with a decent enough stealth.
Because also with Mask of the Wild, I can attempt to hide even if I'm only lightly obscured.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely find places to hide.
That's I can do math. 30.
Jesus. Yep. I mean, you feel more hidden than you've ever been before, with the kind of added, with the aid of the spell. You feel in broad daylight. You can probably sneak by somebody. So we'll say you're able to get up to the gate with no real repercussion. You can scale the gate. It'll just be an athletics roll.
I want to make sure no one else is around when I do that, though.
Perception.
18.
18. You see, you know the cadence of the guards from kind of watching them before sneaking in. You see a set of two guards walk by, and currently you are at this side of the wall here.
Okay.
So you see a set of guards walk from the back to the front. You know that you have about 20 minutes or so before another group comes. So you kind of wait for them to pass, wait for them to get far enough out of eye shot to be able to jump over.
Cool.
It's going to be in athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah, because there's nothing really to parkour off of here.
18.
18. Yeah, easy enough. You climb up the wall, and you're able to kind of plop back on the other side and get, for all intents and purposes, lost in the forest.
I stop for a minute and scream for whatever god, and then make my way back.
Okay. After this, everything that's going on, we'll say that you've been gone probably the better part of 2 hours or so. So as you're making your way back to Thaddeus's hut, where everyone else is, we'll pause there. What are you guys doing?
Oh gosh, I had to emotionally get out of that moment. I was really worried. Okay.
You were worried.
Whole time, or what are we doing right now?
What are you guys doing? Well, like while that 2 hours elapsed, when Dash went to do the deed, what are you guys doing? Anything of note?
I would like to approach Dream, which this is weird because we're like sitting next to each other, but I'm used to looking at the camera. Do you have a minute?
Yes.
So I've been avoiding asking this because I wasn't even sure if it was possible, but I proved that it was possible with those two kids, and I was just wondering, you're young, I'm old, and I've seen a lot of things, and I've dealt with a lot of things, and you have your whole life in front of you, and I'm just wondering if you want me to um, help you.
Help me live my life?
Well, take some of your suffering that you suffered.
No, I know, no, never do that.
But you could live a normal life. You wouldn't have to do this anymore.
I can never live a normal life.
Dream, that's just not true. I mean, if we try it, it might work.
I couldn't live with myself if I did that to you.
But it would be my choice.
I understand, and this is my choice.
Very well. I think I'm also just nervous because Dash has been gone longer than he was supposed to be gone. And,
We should probably start looking for him soon.
Might be a plan. I guess no one really knows who I am that much. I don't know. I guess we should ask Gimble about that. Gimble!
I would have been trying to figure out if Thaddeus had any more notes or like books on his daughter's condition when he was trying to help her.
No, fortunately, I don't read much. All I know is from the countless clerics and magic users as yourself that have visited Sutton and didn't know what was wrong with her, and really the only thing that helped was the potions.
So you're actually going to try and tell me that you decided to go and make a deal with a hag before opening a book to try and protect your daughter's life. Sir, I am disappointed in you, more so than I was before.
I apologize, but I'm not a book person.
That's
I
no
don't.
excuse. That's no excuse. Anybody can become a book person.
He kind of hangs his head in
I'm
like,
gonna turn around and walk away at that.
yeah, in habit now, since he's been shamed many times over the past few days.
We won't let this guy have a break.
This poor guy was supposed to just get killed at the Hags hut, and that was going to be the end of him. And save his life and bring all of his choices into the light.
But where's the life lesson learned in that? Okay.
Has anybody checked to see if you've I don't want to worry anybody, but it's been quite a while since we've seen Dash.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Should we go out and look for him?
No, I think that would make things worse.
Should we send the owl to look for him?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if
Pass
all the
the Philip.
guards are in an uproar, that means he's probably been captured, right?
Well, I don't think they were last we heard, correct?
No, but we haven't gone inside the keep. We've been in this little hut on the edge of town.
I will. I'll send Philip out to just kind of do a
How long are you guys waiting in order to do this?
hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Okay. So yeah, you can send Philip straight to the keep. Where are you going from there?
I wasn't gonna send him to the keep. I was just gonna have him do circles to see if he can see like, are the guards all freaking out? Does he like catch a glimpse of Dash? Anything like that?
Okay. You don't see many guards or anything out of the ordinary in that respect. You do see kind of there's still a pretty significant amount of people by the church district still celebrating the fact that the children were rescued and they're kind of back safe. As you pass through the guards barracks or the military headquarters right next to the mansion, so as you pass this guy here, you see the guards doing kind of regular drills. Being in the city for the few days that you have, this is kind of regularity around this time, around lunchtime. Nothing out of the ordinary? No sirens, no weird people. What's up, Real?
Oh, guys, we're just idiots. Why don't we just use the sending orb that Mark accidentally gave us?
Because I don't have the other half.
But you don't need the other half. That's the point of the sending orb.
Yeah.
I can't respond to you though.
Yeah, it works like sending, so you can respond as long as we send you a message first.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I always miss that
my
part.
consciousness isn't an owl at this point, so I can't really use it.
Yeah, and I'd say you guys wouldn't think to use it until Dash got out, because we played through that scene. So, but yeah, I mean, you don't see anything out of the ordinary while you're in Philip.
I think that something would have happened if they would have caught him at this point. We just have to try and be patient and trust that he knows what he's doing.
Or we could use the sending orb thingy.
He'll get back, I think.
All right, I guess we'll just sit here and twiddle our thumbs and not think about the awkward conversations we just had with our daughter, and I'll just be fine. Yeah.
I'm just gonna try to spend the rest of the time. I mean, if you want to use the orb, you're welcome to. I don't think we've given him long enough. I'm gonna try to go back to researching and try to see if there's anything I can remember or think of any of my notebooks about how to help Thaddeus's daughter somehow.
Your abjuration, right? You're an abjuration wizard.
I am.
Go ahead and make a history check for me.
God, if Dash walked in right there, he'd be confounded that he actually means something, to the social awkwardness.
23.
You don't remember anything like this afflicting anybody in your studies. The only kind of similar phenomena you can think of are like the eye gaze of a beholder. There's certain really powerful spells that can negate magic. The ruins of Ranshara, it's there's a lot of studies going on right now, because it seems like somewhere in that area it's disconnected from the weave. You don't really know of any other monsters or any other poisons or any potions or anything like that that can actually have that effect on a person.
I have a really weird idea.
Those are your specialty.
Yeah. What if the little girl did something like what Dream did and got magic from somebody else?
Not from the same person.
Well, I don't mean make a pact with the devil, obviously, but there's other creatures out there who aren't as bad. I've heard of people
Angelic
in
pacts
situation that have a great relationship with their, patrons, as it were. Yeah.
They're called evil.
But not all of them, sweetie.
No, you can have celestial pacts as well. It doesn't have to be something as dangerous as a demon or a fae.
Yeah, so maybe something like that would work for the girl.
So we just have to figure out how to contact them at that point then.
I mean, we know some big players, kind of. Well, Ilmater already said he couldn't do anything, so I think that's out. But
Okay. Okay, that's something to think about. Should we try and reach out? I feel like I've reached the end of what I'm able to do.
well, at this point, we have to hope that our deal with Nicolette goes through and she takes care of the girl, because we really can't do much more. We have to get back on track.
No, I mean, should we try and reach out to Dash?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm down. It's been over an hour. I mean, it was only supposed to take an hour, right? We only gave him enough juice for an hour.
Yeah. So yeah, you're able to utilize the sending orb. As Dash, you run into the woods and kind of just happy as all hell that you actually got out of there, and you scream and you thank whatever God helped you out. You hear a voice in your head.
Dash, we are concerned for your safety. Did you make it out alive? Please send confirmation.
I'm okay. I'm heading back.
What did he say?
He's okay. He's
That's okay.
he's on his way back.
Well, this is going much better than most of our missions.
So either we get what we needed and we can tell Nicolette and help her, or we run from here.
I'm just excited one of our crazy schemes went off without a hitch.
He's not back yet, so don't jinx it.
Well, I mean, he said that he's on his way back.
On one's way is different than present.
Yeah, if something had went wrong, he would have told us in the message.
Totally.
All right, we'll say you're able to get back to the shack, Dash. As Dash opens the door,
I run and pick him up. So happy to see him alive and okay. We've been
So,
waiting on you.
how's it
We only
going?
gave you enough mojo for an hour, and you were over an hour.
What did you find?
There's a hidden chamber underneath Barrick's office. That suit of armor that was there moved, and I went down the stairs, and there was someone talking to a hag down there.
A hag?
Yeah. Do I think that it was Barrick? Could I tell with that the voice is Barrick's?
it was very deep. Not the cadence was right with Barracks. It was just a much deeper voice than you remember him having.
Clearly.
Okay.
All right, so we just go see Nicolette, give her the information, and then we get the hell out of town, right? We're done.
I mean, we can tell her exactly where the entrance is.
Well, I figured we would tell her that when we met with her. All right, let's go to Nicolette.
Right.
You good, Dash? Do you need to nap or something?
What's everyone's passive perception?
Not very high.
11. I'm an int, not a whiz.
Do you need mine too?
Nope.
Okay.
11.
Actually, what is yours, Dash?
17.
Okay.
Over here, and just take your perception and add 10.
14.
14. Okay. As you go to leave Thaddeus' shack, everyone in their excitement doesn't really pay much attention to the details of your clothes, Dash. But you notice that when you severed his throat, it looks like around your pants, your bit of your boots, and some on your shirt, you see these little beads of just red everywhere.
I would just like
Almost imperceptible, but as you kind of take a closer look, you can definitely see that it's not supposed to be there.
I would just like to point out that when we fought trolls, we're all covered in blood. At least me.
I wouldn't be though, because I'm ranged, so I wouldn't have got any blood on me. So it'd be weird for me to have blood.
And you guys, I'm assuming, cleaned up after that.
Well, I mean, we've been at Thaddeus' house. Does he have a bathtub?
Yeah, he has a shot. I mean, he has a kid, so
Oh, okay.
he has like amenities.
I'm always confused as to the exact time period because D&D world has different hygiene standards than the actual Middle
Yeah.
Age.
Prestidigitation. Which I mean, I would have cleaned this up with that.
True.
I'd probably say I have to go to the bathroom real quick and go attempt to clean up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, ask him if he needed to do anything. So, I mean, he's allowed to go to the bathroom.
Sounds like he's gonna clean up though, and then not tell us.
As he goes to the bathroom, Yeah, go ahead.
Is she still wearing the ring of prestidigitation?
I would assume you guys took it back from her,
Okay.
unless you
Unless we
wanted her
found
to
out.
keep trying.
I
Okay.
didn't have any reason to. Just asking.
None of us really use that, so.
Yeah. So yeah, you're in the bathroom. You get, I mean, it's hard. It's blood, so it's hard to get out just with soap and water. You get it to a point where you feel like all of the obvious spots are gone, but it looks like it's just your clothes are a little worn now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Go back out. All right, guys. See you guys. Let's head out.
All right.
Should we
To
leave
Nicolette's.
Well, I mean, should we leave Dash behind? Is he still going to be a problem with the Baron?
Well, her office is not in the Baron's keep, so
She doesn't have a problem with me. It's Barrick.
Yeah.
sorry, we
And
keep
we have
saying
a problem.
Barrick.
He has a problem with Dash, so screw Baron.
Screw
We're
Barrick.
about to.
Well, and he's probably also associated with a hag, which is also wrong, right? There's no good situation where you hang out with hags, right, Gimble?
I mean, it's entirely true. It's possible. There are times in mythology where where people have interacted with hags for positive reasons. Yeah.
President company excluded, of course, that is.
Yes. Hangs his head down even lower.
Nicolette's.
Well, let's get off to Nicolette's and get this shit over with and get out of Sutton before something terrible goes wrong.
So as you head to Nicolette's, which is this guy here, it's kind of the main trading post for the town. She is, as you know, the head of the merchants guild in town. So as you head there, you're able to get audience with Nicolette. She has you sit down, or someone has you sit down in her kind of makeshift office space / like room. And yeah, waiting there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes go by.
Always make us wait. Always make us wait. Have we ever had a rich person show up on time? No, we haven't.
We always smell.
I will, staying in the character of this town, wave a hand and mage hand knock on the door.
Knock on the door. No one answers.
All right, I open the door.
Okay. You see people running back and forth, kind of in a panic. You see dwarven guards coming around and kind of questioning people in their specific areas. You see Nicolette in front of one of the guards, kind of in a huff, like talking with her very animatedly, screaming something at him as kind of commotion is going around.
Quick team huddle. Quick team huddle. Can I call quick team huddle?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So we got two options here. We just take Thaddeus and go, or we deal with whatever this is.
I was going to pull the high mage card again. I don't know if that's bad.
I don't know. My gut is telling me we should just grab Thaddeus and get the hell out of town. But
Should we at least find out what's happening?
I'll defer to you, Gimble. Let's just.
Well, let's see if we can quietly get to Nicolette then.
She's in the center of the room screaming at everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to get much closer than you guys are right now to hear. She's screaming obscenities. She, from what you can get from the conversation, go and make a perception check, whoever's doing it.
Cool.
I'll try to listen.
Okay.
Yes, nat 20. These were fighting me last week, and they're not so much today.
22.
See anything with all these medium humanoids running around.
Yeah, you both hear the conversation clear enough. The dwarves want ship manifests from ships or travelers that have come and gone in the last 24 hours. They're demanding it. She's saying that to protect their investments, that they can't offer something like that up. Like, who would trade with us if we gave all of that information, cargo stuff, away to the military? So that's kind of the conversation going back and forth. The dwarf, the military needing the actual manifest, and her stopping them.
Maybe we shouldn't get involved in this.
How far away from me is she?
We'll say probably 90 to 100 feet. So not too bad.
Okay. How difficult would it be to get within 30 feet?
I mean, with the commotion and everything, and you waiting as a high mage, it wouldn't be difficult at all.
Okay. I will try and like step away and get within range of her, and then I cast Minor Illusion to just put a little whisper in her ear from behind that says, "Your new friends have something to talk to you about."
Can you do that with minor illusion?
Yeah.
It says I can
Okay.
make sounds. I can't do, but I have to be within that range. And
Okay.
Worst case scenario, we could also use the sending order.
Yeah. Okay. I'll allow it this time. Yeah. You're able to get the volume just right so that the dwarf doesn't hear. But she kind of stops her conversation, looks over, and just kind of goes back to it as she like gives a nod in the direction of the doorway and kind of goes back at it.
I'll go back to the doorway then.
Okay. Maybe another 10, we'll say 5 minutes, 6 minutes or so, as she kind of adamantly says no to the dwarf and has someone come in and kind of physically stop the dwarf from getting into any of the files. She walks back into her office and closes the door. This better be good. What is it?
Barracks colluding with hags.
Oh, well, that is very interesting. How do you know? What is your proof?
Dash?
Yeah.
I may have overheard a conversation between someone in Barrick's study and a hag.
Wasn't it the hidden room underneath Barrick's study?
Yes.
Will you attest to this conversation if we brought him up on formal charges?
We were hoping to leave Sutton.
No.
So you say it's in the hidden area underneath. Well,
There's a
I don't.
that when you move the statue out of the way, it goes down into a hidden room. That's what you hired us to do. That was the price for Tilda. We're done.
What is in the study is a trapdoor under a set of armor.
Fine. I don't know if anyone would believe you anyways. Fine, yes. You've done your part of the contract. Thank you. I will take care of Tilda. Now, if you would please, there's some kind of commotion at the castle. They're trying to steal all of my paperwork here. Good luck in your travels. I would probably say you're not able to take any boats. I know I promised you a boat, but everything is pretty locked down here. I can give you my contacts in Squall's End to see if any of them can help, but it appears we're in the middle of a crisis right now. So,
would that be the fastest way back to Osran?
It's either that, or it's either walking to Squall's End or walking beyond the Titan's Gates to get into a teleportation circle, I assume.
Well, we'll take the information on Squall's End regardless, but we might not use it.
Okay. Finds Captain Everett of the Bartleby. He owes me a favor.
And can we have a letter of introduction to?
I'll send something to him. You're fine.
What's your crisis?
I don't know. They're not saying much. They're just needing a manifest of everyone who's come in and out of the town in the last 24 hours.
Well, we've been here for days, so.
Yes.
So we're good to leave that.
Are the children
That's
safe?
not up to me. That's up to the military.
Are the children safe? We brought them back within the last 24 hours.
As far as I know, they are, but they don't. Being a council member, they don't tell me much still.
All right, we should go. We should go.
As we leave, I go, was there a plan from getting back from Sutton?
Nicolette was going to give us a boat.
Yeah, but
Oh,
originally there was no plan.
well, looks
Originally.
like whatever's got the military in a tussle is going to cause that not to be possible. Could we maybe rent our own boat?
Unless we can find another port outside of the city, but the
Yeah.
next port that we know of is Squall's End, and that's, I mean, several days away, right?
Well, best get to walking. We've done it before.
I think we should tell our theologian before we leave to be wary if anybody asks when the children returned. I don't want to see anything bad happen to all the work we've done and to their safety.
Very well. Why don't you and Dash go do that? Me and Dream will see about rustling up some horses or something.
Okay.
Sound good?
Maybe
Yep.
ask Thaddeus. I mean, he owes us enough at this point.
True.
Dash, can you lead the way to the council member's house?
Sure I can.
Where are you going?
I wanted to talk to the half-orc council member just to let him know what was going on before we left, so that in case peril became the children, he would be aware of it. I think we always met at an inn, though.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really know where his house is other than somewhere in the church district. We could say that you met up with Maxwell, maybe, and he told you kind of specifically where he would be. As you go there, you see him. Actually, you see his aide tell you that he's by the orphanage, taking care of the children.
Has like the panic or military activity spread beyond the mercenary?
It's starting to. So the military is starting to go door to door. Looks like a team of 5, maybe 3 teams of 5. One of them looking to be as he's kind of engaged in this conversation, not letting 2 of these teams come into the orphanage.
Milog, I think we need to speak.
What is this about? Is it important?
Yes, we'll make it fast.
Fine. Stay outside. I'll let some of the children come out. You can do whatever interrogation you need to do on children. I'll be 1 second as he kind of ushers you in. Yes, what is it, Gimble?
It sounds like maybe you already know part of what we were going to say, but it seems like they're looking for people that have only been coming into town in the last 24 hours. And if that's the case, then the children have only arrived in the last 24 hours. So I don't know if there's any way to protect them, but we are leaving and we wanted you to know that information before we did so.
Oh, thank you. I don't think they'd be a suspect in a murder at the castle, though. So
what?
I'll watch over them. Yeah, apparently that's why all of this nonsense is going on. Someone murdered a cook in the castle, and Barrick will not stand for it. He will find out what happened.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more horrible to traumatize these kids with this idiotic investigation. They're children. They're not going to kill anybody.
Exactly.
Of course.
Children wouldn't hurt anyone.
Are the clerics just asking for a zone of truth, or?
Yes, that's what one cleric with each team asking a zone of truth.
Huh. Well, we have to try to find a way home, so we may not see you again, but thank you so much for all of your hospitality, and we're glad to reunite your community.
He kind of looks around. Thank you. Thank you again so much for what you did to us, for us. And he kind of gives you both a huge hug, lifts you off the ground, puts you back down. Safe travels.
Gimble, should we ask if he can help us at all?
We hope that more people like you can be leaders in this community. You've really done good.
Thank you.
I hate to ask, but do you know if there's another way out of the city? We were speaking with Nicolette, but the entire bay is closed down.
The bay, the main road, I imagine you could probably go through the forest, but that's really it. Are you?
Alright.
Why are you avoiding the main road?
Well, we're not avoiding the main road. We just don't have a way
Oh,
to
that
get
would be the
home.
easiest way.
The main road.
Okay.
But they're blockading it, or what is the case there?
I don't know at this point, but they might as well.
Well, then perhaps we can take the main road if that's a way that is still accessible,
Yeah.
Not that we have anything to hide at this point.
Of course, yes. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you all, and maybe when I'm in a Shaw next, I can ask for you.
I would look for us in Osrin first.
Osrin.
We tend
Okay.
to keep more residents there.
All right.
Ask for Wumford, and he'll tell you what you need to know about Gimble the
Wumford.
Great.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much, but I must go.
Yes, of course.
And he kind of
we
like-
apologize for taking your time.
Yep. He turns around and pops off.
Dash, we have to go.
Yeah, we need to.
I don't think there's much time left before there's no way out.
I think we need to get in the forest and just get moving. It doesn't matter where. We just need to leave.
We'll
The main
pause
roads
there.
are open.
We'll pause that conversation, and we'll go to Dreamrook.
So we go to Thaddeus first thing to see if he can get us horses.
No, I usually travel by foot. Horse makes too much noise in the forest.
Well, are you going to be okay? They're going door to door.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I mean, there's not much more that can happen to us now, right? So, thank you again. Sorry, there's not much more I can give you.
Well, just a precaution. If they put you under magical scrutiny, try and hold Tilda.
Hold Tilda. Okay. Thank you. You've really
Speak in circles.
speak in circles.
Answer questions with questions. People hate that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll remember all of that, I'm sure.
If you need to get a hold of us for any reason, send a letter to the Steel Cry Adventurers Guild in Oslo.
As you say that, you hear Bishop chime in. And he says, actually, I think I might stay with him. I
What?
think I can actually maybe help Tilda.
Oh,
I think it's something that Helm might be telling me to do.
well, absolutely not. You have to come back with us. So that's the end of the discussion.
I mean, you have a god of your own. You know that you can't shirk these duties.
Well, yeah, but my god hasn't tried to split up my family, so tell Helm to suck it, and then we'll move on. Come on. Just throw the sword in the river, and we'll just find you a new sword. How's that?
I'm staying.
I walk up to him and I put my little hand on his little cheek and I say, good luck.
You too.
No, screw that. No good luck. You're coming with me if I have to knock you out and drag you with me.
Father, I'm staying.
This is ridiculous. We need you with us.
I'm staying.
You wait until Gimble hears about this. You understand? And I storm out of Thaddeus' door.
He looks at, take care of him, please.
If anyone can. I can't, but I'll try. Goodbye.
Goodbye. As you storm out.
Where are we going now?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna find some squirrels to scream at.
there's woods everywhere. You can definitely find where squirrels around. At this point, Dash and Gimble will come back to you guys.
Gimble, go in there and talk to my asshole of a son. He thinks he's staying.
We
Go
don't
cast
have.
sleep or something on him, or mind control of some kind. Or
We don't have time, Brooke.
Dash, put an arrow through his knee then.
They're closing the roads. They've already closed the day. We have no way out if we don't leave right now.
Well, then we're staying. We can't leave Bishop.
We can't stay here.
It's Bishop. We can't just leave town without him.
What's Ilmater going to do if you give up on your quest? What's
I'll
Gimble
go
going
knock
to
on
do?
the door.
Here.
I think he needs to find out who he is without us.
I'll go knock on the door.
Okay.
You need to let your son go.
I mean, you're able to walk in at this point, yeah. Gimble, don't try to talk me out of it. This is something I have to do.
I just have a question. That's all.
Okay.
Is it important?
Yes, I think so.
Is it what your heart tells you is the right thing to do?
Yes, I think I'm getting better at understanding what my heart tells me. So I think it is.
You'll always know where to find us.
Well, maybe I'll come see you again sometime soon.
Run and like half hug around his thighs.
He hugs you too. And take care of Rook, please. I don't think he'll take this well.
I know. Be safe.
You too. And he'll guidance you one last time.
But I will close the door quietly behind me.
I don't see Bishop with you. Was he coming?
It's time to go.
I'm not leaving without Bishop.
It's intimidation check with guidance.
All right.
I don't know if
Go
that's
ahead.
necessarily what I should be doing, but
Go for it.
I cast command on him.
9 on my intimidation check with guidance.
Brooke, we need to go.
That's not going to work. We're going to stay here until we get Bishop.
Are you casting command on Dream?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What are you commanding?
Leap.
That is a 2. So I go, Dream, don't you?
And I will Tensor's floating disc.
All right. So as your Tensor's floating disc him, what is the speed of Tensor's floating disc?
Whatever our walking speed is.
Your walking speed? Okay.
Yeah.
It follows exactly 20 feet behind the mage at all times.
Got it.
So if I get on a horse, he goes a lot faster.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. So you have a sleeping Rook on Tensor's floating disc. Where are you going from here?
We have to. Oh, did we ask Thaddeus for horses yet?
We did ask. He does not have it.
Okay, so we have to find some way out of here. Seems like a bad time to steal horses with everything going on.
Guys, we need to leave without anyone knowing that we left because I'm the one that killed the person in the hall. So we need to leave now. I know you want to ask questions. I'll tell you everything later, but we need to go.
I look around. Are there horses in our view?
No horses. You're around this area here.
Is
So
there any clues as to where horses might be in this little area?
This area here in the center is kind of the shopping district, the main shopping district. None of the houses that you've seen have had horses. None of them have like farms to tend or really need to go anywhere. And if they need to go long distances, they usually just use the canal. So horses are kind of few and far between.
So we just have to go.
There definitely is some like towards the military. They definitely use horses, but regular people don't necessarily use those.
Should
Well,
we
Dash,
on foot?
let's go.
Dash, I want you to make another percentile die. Roll.
Third one of the night.
37.
37.
Not a 95.
As you're here with Tensor's floating disc and the whole party assembled, you see 3 horses pulling carriages towards the main road with 20, 25 dwarven guards in tow. Looks like from this distance you can see some kind of barricades coming towards the main road. They definitely see your party. What do you do?
We need to leave, guys.
Natural?
Hmm?
Act natural?
Are you staying there?
I think we need to run. We need to run, Gimble. Dream.
That's not. Oh God. Okay, that's not suspicious at all.
Well, we can walk into the woods. We don't have to run into the woods.
Okay, yeah, walk casually into the darkness.
As you start walking into the woods, you hear behind you, "Hey, wait there! Hey, you! No one's allowed to leave town!" Are you doing anything?
I dropped a spell on you.
What's going on?
They spotted us.
I jump off of the disc, scoop up Gimble, and just start booking it, not understanding what's going on.
So you're
If
booking
somebody
it in
wants
the
to hop on the
woods.
disc, it's there.
As you jump on, or as you grab Gimble and start running into the woods, you see a whole detachment, 10 of them, start running after you, making a beeline into the woods.
Oh.
Let's say you guys have maybe 60 feet on them.
Okay.
So, Rook, if you can run faster than both Dream and I can, if you put all of us on the disc,
And in carrying me,
Jump on. I can move.
then they're gonna go your speed.
I'm literally just saying, if you can run fastest out of all of us.
To be honest, it should actually probably be you, because if you take all 3 actions, you have a.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I have
Pass me off to
35.
him, and you 2 hop on the disc. Then let's go.
Yeah, because my movement's 35, and if I do, it's what, triple?
Go wood elf
Yep.
speed. I think you can. I think you might even be able to outrun a horse.
So they're gaining on you as you have this idea. As you drop Gimble, jump on the disc, have Dream come on the disc, dash, you pick up Gimble. How strong are you?
10.
Okay. And how heavy are you, Gimble?
Like 90 pounds.
90 pounds. Okay.
I'm sorry, no, I'm 9, but my carrying load right now is 40, and my capacity is 140, so I'm 100 below.
Okay. Yeah. So as they're pretty close, maybe within like spear throwing range, you grab Gimble and you bolt. You are fast as the wind, and with their tiny little dwarvish 25 movement speed legs, in the matter of 2 turns, you are out of eyesight.
Oh God.
I
Once
keep
we're out
going
of
for a while.
eyesight-
Okay.
We're out of eyesight. Can I do like a reverse survival to like try and like confuse the trail?
Yeah, I mean, you could stop and I'll
Climb a
have you
tree,
make
jump over.
I'll have you make a survival check to see if you can like cover your tracks and steer into the wrong path.
Me or Rook?
Rook.
So that's 16 plus. Hang on. 5, so 21.
21. Okay. Yeah, you do a pretty good job at covering Dash's. It's really just Dash's footprints, so it's easy enough to cover those through. You can't really make another path for him without taking maybe a few hours to do it, just to really lead him off a different direction. But you can definitely, yours are pretty well hidden.
Okay. Well, make our way to the river and then walk down the river a bit.
All right.
That was a weirdly good plan.
That ended well. So you're in Sutton. You ran into the woods. Oh, this way.
The opposite direction, yeah.
Opposite direction of that. So a few options is you could go in the woods directly down to Squall's End, or you can at some point come out, but you will encounter the main road here.
Squall's on through the woods.
Yeah, it's our only option, really.
Into the woods to Squall's, and we have to go. We don't know how.
Yeah, so I will say you, at this point, you've been running, and it's getting to be nighttime. You see the sun slowly setting. You'll have to stop for a bit, catch your breath, or you're going to start taking some points of exhaustion. We'll say that you can make camp here for the night, somewhere in the woods, and in the morning figure out a direction, or maybe at night when you're done with watch, you can look at the stars and see where south is, and you can find your way just directly south to the riverbank.
Okay, so we'll make camp with no fire.
Okay.
Liamans.
Huh?
Liamans.
Yeah.
We'll stay warm.
No, that's my only concern.
No.
No?
You
Okay.
can make it
It's just
transparent.
opaque.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys sit down to have your rest, you cast Liamon's Tiny Hut. Oh, no, not Tiny Hut. What is it? Is it
Yeah,
Tiny Hut?
Tiny hut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Liamon's Tiny Hut, as a kind of a half bubble of force appears around you guys. We'll just assume that Ox can get in and out of it. And yeah, you're sitting down to make a meal. And what are you guys doing?
All right, so why was the military after us?
Why did you kill the cook?
What?
So while you were asleep, which I just like to point out, Dream put you to sleep, if that means anything.
That wasn't what we're
don't
talking
try-
about at all. That is not the exact.
Don't try and push blame on my daughter right now.
You murdered a man.
I did murder a man. It was the only way out of the castle.
He was in league with Barrack or something, right? Or a thrall of the Hag or something?
In league with Barrack, meaning that if he had seen me in the bathroom that I teleported into and would have told someone I was there and then probably gotten captured and tortured and killed again, then yeah, he was in league with Barrack.
Dash, I don't know, man. I mean,
Insight.
Go and roll an insight.
Uh, 16.
I mean,
I'm not deceiving anything.
his logic is flawed, but he doesn't seem to be lying. Interestingly, he said again.
Wait, again, what?
He said I would be captured and tortured and killed again.
I just meant captured again by the guards.
But yeah, I mean,
Captured
he seems to be
Tortured
telling
again?
he seems to be telling the truth.
Yeah, torture kind of sucks.
I understand why you did what you did, but you can at least acknowledge that you shouldn't have, right?
The
That you-
guard? No, wait. The guards in Sutton tortured you?
No.
No, he was just saying he would get captured again.
No, he said that torture's terrible, but
Okay, so yes, I
Remember,
can acknowledge that what I did was wrong by most people's standards. And yes, I've been tortured before.
in your dreams by that weird dream lady. We've talked about
And
it,
in real life before.
but you can't remember anything. Are your memories back?
I remember pieces of my life before, yeah.
But you always told us that you had no idea why you were being tortured. But now you remember that that happened in real life?
Well, no, other situations. I've been tortured by other people before. I used to work for a thieves guild. I've been caught before.
But you didn't have.
never
Regardless,
talk.
you caused all that mess. We're on the run now.
Yes, and I appreciate that you trust me and care for me enough to run with me.
I'm really trying to be a better person here, but you may have put my son, who you guys all left there, you knowing that we could be in trouble.
You need to let Bishop be his own person. You fought him on the trials for so long. He's an adult. He can do what he wants to do.
That's
you
all
can't
fine and
control
good,
him.
But now he's the #1 suspect in a fucking murder investigation.
They're going to zone of truth and he knows nothing.
That's true. I don't know how we're going to get back to Osrin because they're going to have soldiers in Squall's End just the same.
Dash, I think that we need to reevaluate any sort of agreement that we've had in the past.
Gimble, come on. I mean, we've all...
No, I will support you until the end of their lives, but once this is done, I think we're done as well.
What do you mean, the end of their lives?
So all that talk of being friends because of old age and...
When you lie, it stops. It stops that.
But
When you
Gimble,
lie, you...
he told us the truth. It takes a brave man to admit when he's done a mistake. He could have kept lying to us this entire time.
He's still lying to us.
About what?
You told us that you remembered your life in the Thieves Guild. You told us you didn't remember your childhood. You told us you didn't remember when you became possessed. You told us all these things, but the Thieves Guild was never something that you told us you didn't remember.
Is that true?
If I didn't know I didn't remember it, how would I know I forgot it?
Okay, maybe this is beyond me then.
I'm just saying pieces of my memory are coming back.
So they are coming back. So when I asked you earlier that they were, you were telling...
I said that pieces were coming back.
All right, Dash. I think this is a big moment for you, buddy. Do you remember your past?
I lay down in my cot and I turn my back to him.
Yes, I remember my past.
All of it?
Most of it, yeah.
How long have you remembered?
Couple weeks.
And you didn't tell us?
It's a lot to deal with.
I guess that's true, yes. But I mean, you can trust us. We've been traveling all this time. We took you in. We made you one of us.
Yeah, you did. And I should have trusted you more, and I apologize.
I'm sorry. I'm acting out because I'm still upset at my stupid son and his stupid... I have to be a man now. I can't be a man when we're safely in Osrin and there's no murder investigation. I have to be a man now at the worst possible time. I have to sleep. Unlike you two, I can't just go on forever. So, Dream, you give him hell.
I mean, I have to sleep for a little bit too. And well, for what it's worth, I am sorry.
Southward, I think we are.
Yeah.
Gimble, I'm sorry for what I did.
I think me and Dream are going to go look for some fresh water real quick before we leave. Right, Dream?
I don't think that's necessary. I think that we can survive on what we have.
I think it's very important. I'm going to go and do that with Dream. Come on, honey.
Gimble, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for killing that person, but I'm also sorry for lying to you guys. I should not have done that. Maybe once we have the whole group together, I can talk to you guys about what my past is.
Give me the coin back.
Side note, you don't know I have the coin.
Oh, shoot. what is canon versus what is not canon.
That's why those little talks are interesting sometimes.
Detrimental. Okay. Drop that moment. Didn't happen. Let's see if I remember to remove this from stream. Okay.
I'll tell you anything you want to know.
I won't believe you, but when you're ready to tell everybody, then I'll be here to listen.
I'm pretty sure you'll believe me, but fair enough. I guess we can get going.
I know that I'm gullible, and I understand that I have the least experience of all of us, but
that wasn't me saying that you were gullible, Gimble. I think you're the smartest one in this group and the only one who can really
intelligence
see.
Doesn't mean you're not gullible.
I think you're the most perceptive and witty person in this group, and
I
you can
don't
see
like
what
being
a lie is
taken
for.
advantage of, and I think that that's what you did, and I don't.
Life is taking advantage of people.
At that, I turn and walk away.
Oof.
Yeah.
Dreambrook, as you come back. Oh yeah, as you're looking for water.
Well, I was going to say, we probably just got just far enough to watch them without being able to hear them.
Sure.
And when we see Gimble walk away, I run back up. I was like, Dad, what did you say?
We can talk about it once maybe when we make camp later today, we can have a chat.
Well, I mean, we got a lot of walking to do.
I'd rather not walk and talk. At least not about this.
All right, then.
So many secrets.
Dream, do you want a piggyback ride?
No.
Calling back to Dream and Rook. Just one secret. Just one.
Wait, what? I didn't catch that, Coulter. What?
Saying that there's only one secret and that I'm the one who was keeping it.
I don't understand what that means.
He's mad at me.
We're traveling with a murderer. That's what that means.
Gimble, you know I've killed people before, right?
Yeah, but not in cold blood.
I mean, I would have killed that councilman if Coulter hadn't stopped me. I mean, Gimble hadn't stopped me.
Your screen sharing, Hank.
Hey there.
So I guess we walk silently for the rest
All
of
right.
it.
I need one more midday survival check from whoever has survival.
I got it. 14.
Okay. Yeah, you all walk solemnly and silently, kind of drudging your way through the forest, not making a whole ton of ground just because the weight of the situation. Unless you guys want to do anything else, we'll say you've traveled for a day and are ready for another camp.
You don't think there's anything going on with Dash and Gimble, right? Like it's just platonic, like friend fighting, right? It doesn't seem like more heavy to you than anything else.
Oh my God, Rook, we're not.
Well,
I was whispering to my daughter.
Your whisper is like a normal voice.
Well, I am not very good at reading other people's emotions, but I have never seen them copulate, and I'm watching more than you guys think I am. So
That's good to know. We'll have to talk about that. But
about copulation, I know enough.
no, I mean watching us.
So, for the record, what Gimble and I have discussed is I'd given him some advice on how to deal with age discrepancies in friend groups.
What do you mean?
You're going to die in 30, 40 years.
What? I mean,
Gimble's going to live another 400 years. I'm going to live another 1,000 years.
I've never really thought about it that way.
Most people who are human don't.
Well, I can see why that's a conversation you wouldn't bring up to us, because we are relatively short-lived. Yeah, I guess that's true, but it's the quality of life that you live that matters.
Agreed.
How loudly are you saying this?
Normal.
So what I was telling him was that he has until both of you die, and then we part ways.
So you're just going to be mad at Dash for 40 years?